Hi there, good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Card. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Card. It's round 37. I had to check then. Week 5. I know it's week 5. We have one more week after this week. So it is the penultimate week this morning. And today is also the last day for booking for the Lavender Coffee and Card, which starts on the 2nd of April, 2 weeks today. So I'm placing an order this evening, early evening probably, to get the last bits ordered for that. That starts on the 2nd, round 38, and it's not got a stamp set with it unless you upgrade. It's dies and papers, and as I mentioned every week now, there's also a new option. It's option C on this one that starts on the 2nd, just to get the papers and the card kits and just craft along and do your own thing. So, yeah, I want to mention that. No doubt I'll mention it a few times over the course of this morning's session. So it's a little bit lengthy, this one, lots of cutting out. And I did say to you, do a bit of homework. I've done half my homework, which is a surprise. But firstly, I'll say morning. So Melly was on bright and breezy and ready. What time were you on? 10:15. Go to the top of the class, Melly. And Anne is on, and Barb is on, and Carol and Fiona. So I've got 7 of you on at the moment. Please do say hi. And please do say hi if you watch afterwards. Now, I don't know what's going on with my YouTube. Normally I get about 100 and odd views of each video. I get a few views after the session's taken place, but it's absolutely taken a nosedive. So please do give me a thumbs up. Please do maybe share, leave a comment on YouTube, not just the live chat. If you could leave me a comment afterwards, that would be brilliant. That might push things up a little bit. But yeah, it's quite a nice day today here in West Yorkshire. It was a beautiful day yesterday. In fact, when I got up yesterday morning, it was just one of those mornings that was like, yeah, it's nice. What a time to be alive. Spring's here. It's gorgeous. And you just knew it was going to be a lovely, lovely day. You can't, oh no, you can't comment on the live chat. That's a different thing. But there's actually a section for comments. So I do get a few people who watch on replay and leave me a comment. So I think you'll be on a phone. I think you click on I think it's a speech bubble icon. Anyway, I'll have a look. But yeah, like I get a few comments saying, oh, just caught up, enjoyed what you made today, and that kind of thing. So yes, I'm going to turn my camera around. Oops, can't find my cursor. Okie doke. Should be able to hear me now. Yep. Fine. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Right, before I get into that, let's just do a little reminder of where have my cards gone? Oh, I can see them. So a little reminder of the coffee and card that closes today. Here are the cards, plus one more that I've got to do between now and sending them out next week, but that's fine. I'm actually playing with this suite on Saturday all day. I say playing, it's work, Julie, it's working. So I've got my spring treat day on Saturday with 5 lovely ladies who've booked on. They're going out in the post today, first class. So they should be with you tomorrow, Thursday at a push. And yes, so I've done a lot. We're going to do some gorgeous cards, some fancy folds, some really nice simple ones as well to start with to get us warmed up. But these are the coffee and card makes. Booking closes today. And I'm looking forward to doing these on my spring. Not doing these ones, but playing with the papers. And in particular doing a lot more of the stamps. We're using a lot of the stamping and stamps on Saturday. Now, I didn't really push the marketing for the spring treat day because one of the sets of dies went out of stock. Now, I'd managed to order everything for the ladies who had taken part, because luckily I order as the orders come in if I'm putting an order in around that time rather than waiting until booking closes. Thank goodness I did, because one of the dies went out of stock. And anyway, they're all back in stock now. So I didn't really push it. I think I could have got more people taking part. But if anybody would like to join us on Saturday and already has the stuff and just wants to do the online element and join in on the Facebook group, it will all be in a Facebook group, then please do get in touch with me. And you can join us on Saturday and do the project and have access to the projects for a fee of £12. You can join us. So, and you will get details sent out to you of what you need. Once I send them out to everybody, you'll be included in that. So that's about Saturday. And oh, good morning, Helen. Good morning. I've not seen your name before, I don't think, so welcome. If you want to join and watch on YouTube, there's a little bit more chitter chatter on YouTube as more so than Facebook. It's the Paper Haven on YouTube. It's still the same. So today we're going to make this card. Let me put my camera down lower so you can see a little bit better. We're going to make this card today. You don't have to do what I've done. You don't have to do, I don't know if you can see, but there's like Dad in the background there. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You don't have to do Happy Father's Day, okay? It's your card. You can do what you like. But this is what I've designed. So I'm just going to find a piece of paper that I need. I forgot about one little piece of paper. Okay. Right. Okie dokie. So I mentioned last week that you could do with prepping some of the tools, and I've cut 4 out. Now, when I made the original card, I wanted to use the stamps a lot more. So I've stamped 2 paintbrushes, I've stamped a hammer and coloured it in, I've stamped the wrench and coloured it in, just to show you that you can use the stamps. But today I'm just going to use the papers. Now, oh, Helen's heading over to YouTube. Welcome, Helen, if you're on YouTube. So what you can do is you can use, it's really good for using these bits of tools that are only half. And Fiona, I haven't forgotten, when I pack the parcels after this to go out today, I will see if I've got any spare paper. It's on my radar. So you can, and again, look, that screwdriver doesn't need to be a whole one, yeah? So it's really good for using up those bits and bobs. Same with the pencil there. Not got a full pencil. So I don't know if anybody gets my newsletter or is in my Facebook group, but I am having some surgery in 2.5 weeks. And so some of the YouTubes are going to be pre-records. The first one, 2nd of April, will be fine. I'll be on as normal next week and the week after. And then for at least, I would say 2 or 3 weeks, there will be pre-records, but I will be there chatting along, hopefully on my phone, from my recovery bed. Or my recovery sofa. Oh, Helen. No, that's good. That's fine. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. If you've not already subscribed, I would love that, because I was just saying earlier, my YouTube has gone down so much. I don't know what's happening. So if everyone left me a comment afterwards, not a live chat, an actual comments, that would be amazing. It might help things. So I've got quite a few built up here that I've cut out. So I'm online every Tuesday at 10:30, Helen, doing my coffee and cards. I was just saying that I am usually live, but I am having some surgery in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to be, I've got a few, it's getting a bit stressful now because I've got lots of things to do before, a bit of pre-recording. I'm so glad my spring treat day worked out though, that it's this Saturday, because I would have hated to have had to postpone that. So that did work out well. So I got to see the catalogue, the new catalogue last night, and the new colours are gorgeous. So look out for In Colour. I'm going to be doing an In Colour club, and the colours are really up my street. There's one called Peach Pie. Really nice, gorgeous colours. So I'll be doing an In Colour club and also an In Colour share, which has been quite popular. Okay, nearly there. Not too bad, that was it. Oh, thank you. Oh, hi Hazel. Thank you, Helen. I am having keyhole, but it's quite a major thing. I'm donating a kidney to my lovely husband. So it's quite a, I'm gifting, I'm sharing my spare. Right, I've got those done, so I'm hoping that that's going to be enough. Right, we've also got a little bit of die cutting to do here, because we've got the toolbox. So I've not even opened the card and said what you've got in your kit. So in your kit, there is a piece of Lost Lagoon. Now that sticks on top of here, on top of the Lost Lagoon card base. You've also got a piece of white. Now, I'm not going to be using this because this is to stamp any of the tools on, colour them in and cut them out. If you are colouring them in, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can stamp them with grey, and then you can colour them in, sort of half colour them in by, you've got handles to colour, yeah? So you can stamp that in another colour and then fill it in, or you can use your blends or colouring pencils. So I'm not going to be using that, that's spare. So if you don't want to, you could maybe use it for the inside. And then here, I've got a piece of Pebble Path, which is a new colour. And, well, I'm saying new, it was last year. This is for the toolbox. I'm going to cut the toolbox out. Also, I don't know if you can see, randomly scattered, there's some little nuts and bolts and things randomly scattered around. So, she'll do that now. We've not used the toolbox yet. I've tried to use as many different dies. I think these are carrying over. They are, yes, they are carrying over into the new catalogue. So we use the handle and the toolbox, and then we need this little die for the nuts and the bolts. Okay. Let me just work out. I'm trying to work out if I can do this in one pass through the machine. Let's cut my... I did a little class on Wednesday last week. I was invited to go teach card making at a local community interest place, which was lovely, and I met some lovely ladies, and I am hoping... I used to do lots of in-person classes, and that fell by the wayside with the pandemic, and then because we moved house and everything, and I knew this surgery was coming up, I didn't want to set up some new classes in a new place and then have to say, oh, sorry, we're stopping for a while now. So I have got a venue. I will be starting from the summer, hopefully. It's maybe not the best time to start because people are doing stuff, but I think I'll be itching to do stuff by then. There we go. Let me read your comments. Oh, you subscribed and ding the bell. Oh, brilliant. Oh, Carol, thank you. Oh, that's nice, Helen. Thank you. Yeah, I know the colours are right up my street. I'm looking forward to... I'm actually ordering them tonight because I did register for on stage. I did register to go, but I didn't go because I wasn't sure what was happening at that point with the surgery, and I didn't want to book anything and then lose my money. I got the event registry. I've lost the little nuts and bolts there. I got the event registration. Oh, that's rubbish, Julie, you've lost it. For free, because when you're a certain level on Stampin' Up, you get it for free, which is marvellous. And so I still get to order, which I'm ordering this evening. But I also didn't want to pick up any germs because we have to have COVID tests, and I'm trying to be really good. If anyone can see... Oh, it's there. Oh, I'm all fingers and thumbs. So yes, but two of my wonderful team brought things back for me, which is absolutely gorgeous of them. So I'm meeting them tomorrow to get my hands on it. I'm going to treat them to a cuppa and a cake. Okay, so I've gone through twice with this. I've lost one. They are very small, these. Let's have another, let's go through once more. So we've got the toolbox and the handle. Oh, I'm not lining this up so good today. I'm one of those no patience. Does anybody else get like that? Some days I've just got... It's probably anxiety kicking in with everything that's coming up, but yeah. It won't work. Right. Let's line that up. It's so particular, this. Come on, girl. I helped my son with a scrapbook yesterday, and I've got sticky stuff on my plates. go. Patience. Yes, I did get my goodies, Helen. I did get my stuff. I've not got it yet, but it's in the country. I was very grateful to my lovely team members. Right, so let's move that die out there. We've got enough now. So yes, yesterday I helped my youngest make a scrapbook for his girlfriend. Oops, I don't think she watches this, so I should be all right. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I don't know if you can see, it's quite discreet, but I have distressed the edges of the piece of card. And you can get distressing tools. We used to sell one, but I use the scissors now. You must be very careful if you're doing this. Some people don't like this. I actually do, because I think it differentiates, makes the card stand out a little bit more. If you don't like doing this, an alternative to this would be to ink. Blend some ink around the edges, like sponge the edges. But I like doing this. Actually, it's a good job that I didn't go to on stage as well, because on Saturday I had an audition to be in a musical. For those people who've known me for a while know that I love musical theatre and I love performing in musical theatre. And there's a show that is so dear to me being done in November, which is a fair time away, and rehearsals do not start until August, which works out for me. So the show is Sister Act, which I've been in before, and it was just pure joy. So I don't know if I'm in yet, but yeah, I'm hoping to be. Right, let's do some stamping. There's a lot of prep work on this card, but once we've done that, it should hopefully all just come together really nicely. So I am going to stamp the dad in the background. And I'm stamping Lost Lagoon on Lost Lagoon. And I'm going to use my bag as like a mat, because I've not got a grid paper out. So I should find out this week if I'm in the show. Oh, that's a lot darker. I didn't stamp off. Oh well, that's all right. What we can do is we can I've just done them the same. Oh, have I? I think I'll alternate them like that. It looks like Dada. You know, I made this card, the original, like months ago. Well, it's at least, this is week 5, so it's at least 5. So about 7 weeks ago, maybe. So nearly 2 months ago. And I forget what I've done. So I forget that I stamped off. But that's fine. I must admit, when I put the ink pad down, I thought, oh, will this be a bit dark? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it was. Never mind. Okie doke. We've done that. We've got the dark. Right. Okay, so one other thing that we need to do is I'm using this paper here, yeah, and we're just going to cut one like little ruler's worth off. All right, so I'm just going to grab my trimmer. I'm just going to cut this at 10. So just cut like one ruler's worth off and then cut it at 10. And that just adds a little bit of extra colour to the card. Yeah, about there. So, and then we can start to, oh, we didn't need to do that other bit as well. There's lots of elements on here. We can start to piece this together, yeah? All right, so let me have my, I've done that a bit higher. Let's start to build it up. Like that. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this here, but don't stick glue across the top of the toolbox, yeah? All I'm going to do is do like a U shape. Yeah, like that. Just a U shape of glue. And pop that down there. Okay, right. Now it's time to assemble. And we're going to start to pop our... Now what I might do is pop these in first and then put the handle on. Just see how it looks. Because you can always move them around, yeah? I like the use of the tape measure there. Now if they're too tall, like that hammer's quite tall, so I think I'm going to chop a little bit off the bottom of that. Thank you, Fiona. So I'm just going to chop a little bit off the bottom there. I'd quite like a little bit of red by the blue, so it's not. I'll put another screwdriver in because one might be one type of screwdriver and one might be another. And what I do is I like having the pliers. I like having half of it sort of hanging over the edge. A bit of yellow there. Oh look, it's building up great, this now. And then we'll have a little bit of red here. Now I know these aren't stuck down, but I'm just trying to... What I might do is leave them as they are and then just lift them a little bit and stick them. But obviously I need to pop this on first. So that's going to go in there like that. Right. Do we want any in front? So we'll have the pliers in front and a paintbrush and a pencil, I think. So, okay, what I'm going to do is this. I'm just trying to work out where I want everything. Yeah, that's how I want it. All right. So, what I'm going to start to do is glue them down
one at a time. The handle's not playing, that's fine. So I'm going to take them out and glue them in one at a time. Oops. But I'm not going to glue the ones on the top until the end. Hope that makes sense. Is the light all right? Or does it look a bit dark? Do I need my light on? Don't forget to put some on a bit of a jaunty angle. Oh look, I've got the spanner here that I've not put the spanner in. I've thrown a spanner in the works. That can go. Let's take this off now because it's getting in the way. That can go there. Okay. Right, I think everything's glued down that I wanted on the back. Yep, I can see that. So I've glued everything down in the background, and then carefully slip that under there and under there. Now I did a little question on my Instagram and Facebook asking people if they were tweezer crafters or using the fingers, and I've realised I'm a use the fingers but the end of my scissors kind of crafter. That wasn't an option. That wasn't one of the options. So with this one, you just be careful how you stick it because half of it's in and half's out, the pliers. So just be careful with this now. So I'm going to have it in the middle bit there. Oops. Oh, you see, I've got glue. I've got... I think I'll have... do the pencil. I don't need that much of the pencil. Now the good thing of course is if you feel like it looks a little bit like it needs some more, you can always add some more in, yeah? Because I'm not quite sure on the placement of that paintbrush. I don't know if it needs something else there, so what we'll do, we'll get the brush in like that. There's a little gap there that I feel like it could do with something. I don't want anything in that gloss lagoon. I think it's very blue. So I could do with, you know what, I think I'm going to use this, oh, I've got 3 screwdrivers, but do you know what, they're always handy, aren't they? It could do with a little bit more of the yellow, I think. No more blue. And that's the joy, you can always add an extra bit in. But we'll oh yes. I don't know now. It's covering the thingy up. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to stop messing about with it. Leave it, Julia, leave it. Okay, so what we just need to do is grab a little bit of this grid pattern paper. It's on the other side of one of the tools pages, and I'm just going to measure now. This will probably be best measuring in inches. No, maybe not. 8.5 centimetres. 8.5 centimetres, girls, by 1.5. 8.5 by 1.5. Something like this is very useful. Is that a bit narrow? Oh, it's not too bad. We'll go for it. All right, so I'm going to do the, oh gosh, honestly, I've got that many, I think I've got enough Father's Day cards. I can sell them on the street. I did get my grey ink pad out. It's there, it's hiding from me. Basic grey, use it all the time. I am using basic grey, even though the toolbox is Pebble Path, just because I felt like most of my customers have the basic grey. I don't want to start saying, oh, you need this ink pad, when it's literally for 1 or 2 greetings. Oh, I've got a blob on it. I didn't check that, did I? Right, I'm going to have to do that again. That needs a clean. That needs a clean. Right, let's do that again. Let's go. Oh, it's one of those mornings. It's one of those mornings. It's no problem. We've got more paper. That's no problem. We can do it. We can sort it. Okay. Right, we'll try again. Ooh, what time is it? 3 o'clock. Right. We go again. We go again. Much better. Oh, and I've even got it on the lines. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I did actually copy it from a demonstrator, and I have forgotten who. But oh, it could have been Vicky Boucher. I love her designs. Okay, so I am going to stick this on. Now, the great thing about this card, even though it's got a lot going on, I've not used any dimensionals, foam pads to non-Stampin' Up people, so actually it would go through as a normal stamp. And with the cost of the stamps at the moment, they're not going to go down, are they? So just going to glue that there. It's a good one. Right, now the last thing to do is to add the little bits and bobs. Now what I would do with this is, don't put glue on these and try and hold them, because my fingers are already glued up. So what I would suggest is you actually put the glue on the card and then take this is where you tweezer crafters would come into your own, because you'll take your item with your tweezers, whereas I'm using my fingers, and then you would pop them down like that with your tweezers. So I've done 3 down there, and then we'll do some up here. Oops. One of those days today. It stuck to my finger. Let's have one up there. Sorry, I'm not looking at your comments because I'm concentrating. Oh. There we go. All done. What time are we on? 11:15. So normally we do half an hour, don't I? So actually, I prefer today's card than the original. I actually like the dad popping out a little bit more, and I've done the stamping. I think the papers have a bit more of an impact than the stamped paintbrushes and things. So yeah, actually, I think the dad being darker is better. There's not a lot that you see anyway. So yes, that is today's card. Now I'm just going to pop on the, it's so bright outside I can't see my screen. I've just popped my website on the bottom. So if you do want to take part in any of my events, then you can click on there and it will, or not click on there, but type that into your browser and that will take you to my event booking website. If you're a demonstrator and you want to take part, I do an extra option that just includes the papers if you've already got the goods. And if you just enjoy watching my videos, then I do have a buy me a coffee link on my video description, which I'm always very, very grateful for. So thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed making that with you today, and I do love that card. So next week we are doing a bit of a fancy fold. We're using that pegboard again, but we're using a white pegboard, and this card opens like that, and then like that. So it's a little bit more of a tricky one to display. Now, I've put "You're the most awesome," and then inside I've left it blank because I've got so many cards that say Dad on that I thought you could have Son and things like that for using the other set. Now, what we can do is next week, what I might do is have it going this way. I might do that as next week's card, and then it sort of can stand up a little bit at least. So yes, this is next week's little bit of a fancier fold. So I shall look forward to making that with you. And then we'll have a little bit of a roundup of all the weeks that we always do. So please don't forget that bookings close for round 38 tonight, Tuesday, the 19th of March. And if you can leave me a comment after the video to help boost my videos and my YouTube, I would appreciate that. And I'll see you next week to make that fancy fold that we've just done. If you've any questions, then just drop me an email and I will see you then. Thank you for watching. The dog's downstairs with Craig, so I won't turn my camera around because I've lowered it down and my phone down. So I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.